They
I look
call
forward
me,
to it.
they
I look
call
forward
me
to
the queen of government contractor.
it.
That's my
Okay.
rep.
Wonderful. I look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Okay, let's go ahead and jump in, and whoever jumps in, but let's keep the ship moving. And that
Okay.
I'm also recording this um,
Okay.
so that I can share it to those who weren't able to participate today.
Yes.
All right. So again, my slogan, my motto is I love creating millionaires and
Yes.
building generational wealth.
Yes.
And as the young folks say, I have receipts here. So my methodology has been proven over and over again.
Yes.
Right now, we're in a crisis, and it's so key and critical that we come together and mobilize. Right now,
Yes.
this is
Yes.
the most wealth that we've ever had in our community, but we don't know how to collaborate. And in
Yes.
order to get into this space, it requires collaboration.
Yes.
So my goal is to mobilize my community. I have no shame to what I do because it's based on my why. My
Yes.
why was my father being one of the first Black police officers in my hometown of Asheville, North Carolina.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
Ended up having to sue this police department based on
Mm.
discrimination.
Mm.
One, got his stripes back, retired, ran for city council. And while he was on city council, he was able to find land by the projects and get it funded so that the kids could have a park. So
Oh, beautiful.
we have a park in my hometown of Asheville, North Carolina.
Yes. Beautiful.
So it's all about legacy building and us being able to create a community that's going to be sustainable.
Yes.
Based on, I always like to start out on my background and who I am. As I said originally, I'm from Asheville, North Carolina. After college, my first job was in Washington, D.C. with a company that was a part of the 8A program. Have you heard of the 8A program?
I have not heard of the 8-8 program. No,
Okay.
I have not.
That's something that we're going to go over. And
Okay.
I'm going to let you know why all of us need to get into this game.
Okay.
My first job was doing an event planning for a company that was a part of this program with SBA. And every 3 years, I attached myself to that one contract and it went to a new 8A company. After going through six 8A companies, I ended up deciding to start my first business in 1996. I had two additional partners,
Okay.
was able to grow that business in 5 years to close to $15 million in contracts and almost 40 employees. I
Oh,
had
wow.
no
Okay.
clue what I was doing.
Mm.
I had one business partner, we just call him crazy, who felt like he could run all his personal expenses through the business. Once
Mm.
the money started coming in, the last straw for me was a $3,000 custom-made pinstripe suit with his initial going down the pinstripe.
Mm.
I
Wow.
ended up having his credit card audit. He in turn takes my assistant in the elevator and threatens her. I
Mm.
terminate him. He then conspired with two employees to sue me and the other partner for sexual harassment.
Mm.
Um, he
Wow.
conspired with two employees, one which he was having an affair with.
Mm.
And after 2 years of attorney fees, $125,000 in attorney fees, 100,000 to buy him out, I had no more operating cash, and I closed the business in 2005.
Mm.
But what that did, it pushed me to my new passion because I realized no one was training our community on
Mm,
how to grow a business and sustain a business. So I
yeah.
volunteered as a SCORE counselor, which is a resource partner of SBA, for 2 years. After doing that for 2 years, ran out of money, applied for a position with SBA. I was hired in the Philadelphia district office, which was the office that processed the applications for this program. My job was to service the businesses once they got into the program.
Mm,
While in 2012, I relocated here to Atlanta to be closer to my home in North Carolina.
yes.
And while I was at SBA, they required that we become certified as a contract specialist.
Okay.
And for me, that was the missing piece, meaning I'd run a business for 10 years. I worked at SBA for 7 years, understood their operations, but I wasn't quite sure what steps the agencies took to actually put that solicitation out for you to compete on. So by
Mm,
becoming certified as a contract specialist, that was the full circle for me. Trained
yeah.
more than 10,000 businesses on marketing to the federal government, and have assisted small businesses to win over 1.5 billion in
Oh, that's beautiful.
contracts across various industries. I've also self-published a book called That's Crazy, Recognize
Mm,
Crazy and Run. It sort of kind of documents that craziness in that
mm,
business so that
yes.
people don't make the same mistakes that I made.
Mm,
That's what has led me to create and do what I do.
yes.
So what I realized, the challenges were businesses getting into the space, especially working at SBA. People would come down to SBA and everybody would come in the workshop. We tell them to get registered and do
Mm,
this. And
yeah.
great information, but nobody was sure how to still connect the dots. And it's the same thing with the government agencies. No one understands SBA's rules and regulations, and
Mm,
SBA is a major factor in this puzzle.
yeah.
So what are the challenges? Most small businesses do not understand government language. They're not understanding the government processes. They're not understanding what certifications am I eligible for. And once I determine that, what documentations will SBA be looking for as
Mhm.
I apply into their programs. Also, understanding these agencies work in a silo. The left hand don't know what the right hand is doing. And so as a federal contractor, that's to your advantage.
Yes.
So based on all of that is what led me to create this program 10 years ago this month. Um, uh,
Mm,
Based on lessons learned. And the first lesson that I learned is not to limit your business. I started out as an event planning company, but after I received that first $1 million contract, I was no longer doing events. I had employees.
yes.
My mentor, and I also looked back at the 6 companies I'd gone through and looked at those that were successful. And my mentor asked me, why was I pigeonholing myself? And when he said that, it
Mm,
made sense as I
mhm.
looked at the companies I'd gone through. So I changed my business model. Instead of being an event planning company, I changed it to a management consultant. And then I created divisions. I had an administrative division, I had an IT division,
Mm,
I
mm,
had a communication division,
oh,
um,
wow.
I had a database division. And
Mm,
once I created those divisions, I started winning contracts in those space. We've been
Mhm.
trained to be laborers.
Yes.
Education system is designed for you to go work for someone.
Yes.
Your role as the CEO is to find the people. Your goal is
Mm,
not to work in the business. If you're
mm,
working in the business, you're not going to be able to grow that business.
mm,
So you create a
mm.
business model and you're finding the people to bid on the contracts. It's really just as simple as that.
Okay.
And if you're going to go in business, you want to go in business with the least liability.
Okay.
When I look at certain industries, when I look at security,
Yes.
that's a industry that's going to cost you. You're going to have a whole lot of insurance.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but you also can look at some of those security contracts in federal agencies that don't necessarily require you to be armed. So
Okay.
once you are armed, then that liability and your insurance cost goes up. Was that
Okay. Yes. Yes. And that's valuable information.
um, secondly, in this space, collaboration is key. All of these contracts and um, all of these contracts and all of these programs designed for you to collaborate, but no one's
Yes.
teaching us how to collaborate.
Yeah. Yes.
So, in the first module, where what we teach you in the business ready module is to create a business model that's going to be sustainable.
Yes. That's
And
the key.
in the second module, which is government ready, we put you into teams, teaching you how to collaborate.
I like that.
We have to work together,
Yes.
but
Yes.
nobody is teaching us how to collaborate.
Mm,
It's easier to do this collectively than to do it individually.
yes.
You must have the infrastructure. What do I mean by infrastructure?
The model.
I said I got sued, an
Mm,
accountant and an attorney.
mm,
As soon as you hire that first employee, you need to make sure that you have employment,
mhm.
practice, liability insurance. Had I
Employment.
had that
Mhm.
insurance, it's employment,
Yes.
practice, liability insurance.
Liability insurance. Okay.
Had I had that insurance, that would have covered the lawsuit, the settlement.
Oh. Mm,
Nobody told me. People typically get what they call errors and omissions
yeah.
insurance, but that's insurance to cover you on the outside. This is
Okay.
the insurance policy to cover you from internally,
Mm, okay.
because the employees know the law better than you do.
Yes. Yes.
So understanding how to protect yourself if you're going to get into this game.
Okay.
So when you look at the government and how they operate on what they call a fiscal year.
Fiscal. Okay.
Their fiscal year starts October 1st and goes
Mhm.
to September 30th. And
Okay.
if you listen to the news, do you hear anything? I think in our community, we don't pay enough attention to what's going on with our money because if you look at it,
Right.
it's our tax dollars.
Right.
Right now, they anticipating shutting down the government, right?
Yes.
Hopefully that don't occur, but again, they have to open up the government. The government cannot
Mhm. Yes.
many infected people
Yeah.
affected. But what happens typically before they actually pass a full budget, the agencies are operating on what they call a continuing resolution.
Continuing resolution. Okay.
They're operating on limited funding.
Okay. Limited funding. Okay.
So for you as a small business, um, there's a peak time to get in their face and then the downtime.
Okay.
Time is from October to February because they have not
Okay.
been fully funded. And meaning getting in their face is setting up meetings, meeting with them, letting them
Hmm.
know that you are out there.
Yes.
Because by the time they get their money, which is generally March, April, they're
Hmm.
trying to get rid of a whole lot of money between
Mm.
March and September.
Okay. So between March and September, they are trying to get rid of a lot of money.
Yeah, they got to get rid of the um, money each year.
Mm. March through September. Okay.
So that's the peak bidding time.
Okay. Peak bidding. Okay.
All of this is on the screen here too. So
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have I am recording this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just a note taker. That's
Okay.
all.
Me
Yeah.
too. So why federal contracts? Because every year each agency have to have goals they have to set aside. 23% for small businesses. That's without any certifications.
Okay, you
5%,
said 23%. Oh, okay, yes. I can see it now.
23% of contracts are set aside for small businesses. 5% if you're woman owned. 5% if you're part of this program called the 8A, which we're going to go over. And
Okay.
5% for service disabled. And 3% for a hub zone. And I'm going to
Mm.
talk about each of these programs. And every
Okay.
SBA monitors how each agency fares as in meeting their goals, and they
Okay.
create a scorecard. So if you look over here, there's a whole lot of money just being set
Mhm.
aside as a small business without
Mhm.
certifications.
Okay.
Each of these programs get their own pool of money. So
Mm.
some of the strategy that we teach in the class is maybe identify those agencies that may not have met their goals.
Mm. Okay.
So now you're going to help them meet their goals.
Mm.
This program, again, which is a program to my heart, I realized after leaving that DMV area that no one has heard of it.
Mm.
If you look at the number of businesses in this program in Maryland,
Okay.
you look at
600.
Virginia,
Mhm.
and then combine DC, it's almost
Mm.
1,700 businesses in this program.
Mm.
When I came here to Georgia, it's still the same number. This is
Mm.
a program that was designed for initially Black-owned businesses. And I just refuse to believe that we don't have more than 197 businesses in the entire state of Georgia that
Yeah. Wow.
can
Mm.
participate in this program because no one knows about it. And I'm going to
Mm.
tell you why the most wealth is up in DMV. It's through this
Mm.
program.
Okay.
Most of us were in this program and grew up in it. And then when you look at the state of New York, it's even worse. It
Yes.
doesn't make sense to me that you only have 80 businesses in the entire state of New York
Mm.
that
Mm.
can qualify into this program. Why this program? Before I get into that, I'm going to tell you why this program is of such value. But this is the database that you look for opportunities.
Okay.
Most people, most of SBA's resource partners will tell you to start at local and state, that you're not ready for the federal. I
Yes.
completely disagree.
Mm.
you're saturated when you're looking at local and state opportunities
Hmm.
because it's all the businesses in that state and local. Whereas on the government side, I can win a contract in Georgia, I mean, in California.
Mm.
I don't have to be there.
Mm.
And the competition is less because they don't
Mhm.
have enough small businesses competing on these contracts.
Yes.
So we're not even playing in it. Now, to get into this program, get into the game, you self-certify in that same database.
Okay.
First, you're going to self-certify as a small business and as a small disadvantaged business. There are 4 programs that require an application. That's a formal certification that you're submitting to SBA, and SBA approves you into those programs. The first
Mhm.
program is the 8A Business Development, and it is a program that's designed to build your business for 9 years. The Hub Zone program is designed to build communities.
Mm.
Then
Yes.
you have women owned and then service disabled, veteran owned. The 8A program, why I'm getting ahead of myself because
Oh,
I'm
okay, it's
excited
fine.
about the 8A. This is the
Yeah.
database where you apply for SBA certifications. The 8A,
Okay.
Hub Zone, veteran
Mhm.
owned, women owned.
Okay.
The 8A, why I push this program, even though they're trying to dilute it so much that we don't get the same benefit. I
Yes.
still want our community to get in it because there's no other program that's going to allow you to get sole source contracts, non-competitive contracts, and they've
Mm.
moved the mark up to $5.5 million. That's
Oh,
how
wow.
we grew the program.
Yes.
I grew my first business.
Yes.
These are contracts that the rest of the world will never see.
Mm.
So, what I realized working at SBA and working with those businesses, most people got that certification and didn't know how to leverage it. Most of them will receive their first contract award their 4th or 5th year. And
Oh,
that's what
okay.
made me leave SBA because I wanted
Mm.
everyone to come in there with game. Have
Yes.
a strategy so that you're able to take advantage of the full 9 years.
Yes.
The Hub Zone program is based on where your business is located. 35% of your employees must reside in a hub zone.
Oh, okay. Employees must reside in a hub zone. Okay.
Yes, the business does not have to be in a hub zone. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, the employees does not have to live in the same place that the business is.
Oh, okay.
It could be a hub zone in whatever state. Your primary business address will have to be in a hub zone. So when I look at this
Okay.
program, I like to look at it from what Magic Johnson did. What did Magic Johnson do?
He actually created he lent his name to a movie theater.
Mhm.
He also, I think he had a hand in what is it, TGIF?
He
Yes.
built, he partnered with the movie
Mhm.
theaters
Yes.
and Starbucks and built within the hood and hired from
Yes.
within the hood.
Yes.
This is the same philosophy of the Hub Zone program.
Okay.
For the 8A program, there's two
Hmm.
components. It's social
Okay.
again, and economically disadvantaged.
Okay.
That's why I'm encouraging each of you to create your own business because all of these programs require at least 51%. You all
Okay.
create your own entity and you still team with each other so that everybody can have the same advantage of the
Mm,
program. Does that
okay. Yes, it does.
social disadvantage is the one of the components of eligibility.
Okay.
Previously, as long as you were a member of any of these ethnic groups, you
Mm,
automatically was approved. They
mm,
they sued SBA, that was 2 summers ago.
okay.
Now, in order to meet the social disadvantage component, you have to write a narrative on how you've been discriminated against here in
Mm,
America.
mm,
Um,
wow.
it's always been the case, but
Mm,
again, they're trying to attack this program because this is where most of our wealth has been accumulated through this
mm,
program.
yes.
The economic component, your adjusted gross income and net worth cannot exceed $850,000.
Mm. And,
Mine, huh?
mhm. This is for the
The 8A.
program.
Yes,
Okay,
it's
the
two
8A. Okay.
components, the social
Okay.
and the economic.
Okay.
Economic, it can exceed $850,000, minus any equity in your primary
Hmm.
residence, or any equity in your business. So if you have a rental property,
Hmm.
that equity would be counted against you. If
Oh,
you
wow.
have multiple entities, that's a headache for me. I tell businesses have one entity.
Hmm.
If you're in the real estate industry, you can't come in as a realtor. I help them to become a management consultant by changing
Oh,
their tax
mm,
information.
okay.
They don't allow brokers into this program, but my most successful clients were real estate agents in this program.
Mm, okay.
The Hub Zone program, there's no term limit to it. You recertify actually every 3 years. You also get the opportunity to compete, to have contracts in this program that could be sole source and competitive as well.
Okay.
What they do in this program, they add 10% onto someone else's cost. That's not a part of the program to give you a better advantage. The qualification, your principal office must be in a hub zone and 35% of your employees must live in a hub zone. This is the map.
Mm,
Once you put the address in, it's going to
okay.
let you know whether or not you're located in a hub zone. So the
Mm,
hub zone does not necessarily always have to mean the hood zone.
okay.
In the office that I worked at SBA downtown, which is on
Hmm.
Peachtree,
Yes.
um, it's a high-end area. You got the Marriott, you have
Hmm.
the Hyatt, you have the Deloitte down there,
Hmm. Yes.
and all around it is considered a hub zone because of the homeless population.
Hmm.
So you don't necessarily have to be in the hood zone. The women's program, again, y'all need to
Oh,
be making
okay.
sure somebody else
Yes. Yes.
that y'all have a woman that's
Yes.
gonna have their own entity, have their own business, so everybody plays off of each other. Are you
Yes.
understanding me?
Yes, of course.
So this program is broken down into two components, the economically disadvantaged and the WOSB. The ED is mirroring the 8A program. It's based on that 850,000 net worth.
Okay.
Eligibility must be 51%, manage the day-to-day business, and you can't lie to the government.
Yeah.
I was at SBA when this program was launched into
Okay.
in 2012. And it was all men calling to see how they can get their wives in front of it,
Wow.
of their business. How we play the game is again, you have the husband and the wife if you're married.
Yes.
Play each of everybody create their own entity, and on paper you are divorced. So that
Okay.
you can take advantage of all certifications. Once one goes through the 8A program, graduates after the ninth year, now the
Mm-hmm.
second one comes in. Now that's allowing
Mm-hmm.
18 years into that program. This is how we begin to create generational
Mm-hmm. Yes.
veterans, again, pulling all those who've been in the military because, again,
Yeah.
they get access to competitive and sole source. Right now, based on this client, a lot of the contracts are going through the veterans program.
Okay.
And what I tell the military is, those who have served, is every military base that you've been on, you're going to go back through. There's going
Mm,
to be a contract. And
mm,
when I look at Georgia, and when I first moved here, what I was realizing was a lot of the businesses from DC was coming here to win contracts.
mm.
Why do you think that's the case?
Because it's non-competitive.
There's no competition here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They competing with
Yeah.
1,700 up in DMV,
Mm-hmm.
197 here in Georgia. And what's here? What federal agencies are here?
CDC. Uh, what is it?
In the state.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, the state capitol. Right. Is
No,
that what
I'm
you're
talking
referring to?
about in the whole state. What federal agencies are here in the
Oh,
state?
the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the five military bases.
I know there's Dobbins. Is Dobbins included?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
DOD.
okay. Okay.
What's downtown? The Russell Federal Building. How many
Oh,
agencies are right there at the Russell Federal Buildings?
I'm sure it's plenty. I haven't been downtown because of this traffic in Atlanta. It is crazy. So I don't venture to the city as often as I used to.
But you
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes.
So again, veterans program goes through SBA. It's just a checklist and
hmm
paper.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you to some website um,
Okay.
uh, as well. But I think a lot of times people get confused on all these certifications.
hmm
The corporate requires MBEs, WBEs, and VPE veterans. That's the where the supplier diversity chain comes up
Okay.
because any corporation that's receiving federal dollars have to have a subcontracting plan on how they're going to meet those same goals.
hmm
But they require their own certifications. We just covered the federal, and then you see the state and local. The state
Okay.
is DBEs, that's disadvantaged business. You go to
hmm
the Department of Transportation or MARTA here in Georgia and
Yeah.
Philadelphia. It was SEPTA. And then each county may have their own certification programs.
Okay.
There's a cost for those other E's, I call them, but none for the federal.
Okay.
I'm a visual person. I want you all
Yes.
to see
That's what I am.
now. Uh, I go to this website, which is called USA Spending.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the bids. USA Spending shows the previous buys. Um,
Okay.
Sam.gov, it shows what's active right now. I don't like
Okay.
using Sam.gov
Okay.
because it has a lot of bugs. I use this
Ah.
third party certified
Oh.
database to look up opportunities. So
Okay.
if I'm looking for, let's, only thing is um, these are ads keeps coming up. So
Okay.
if I'm just looking for opportunities, it makes sense.
Mm. Yes. 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 I
Construction
see that.
site security.
I see
I'm
that.
trying to go over to um, so, but again, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself. That could be just
Okay.
one area of your
Okay.
business,
Right. Right.
all right? But here it's going to show you, I hate these ads, what opportunities by year, by day. So every day
Okay.
I go in and shop. What is the government buying?
Mhm. Mm.
When I look to see the first stage of the government's procurement is what they call a source of salt. That's the government's doing their market research.
Okay.
And you're going to see it broken down by industries broken down by alphabet, and it's going to tell you the number of opportunities for that day. Here
Okay.
is the actual solicitations. So
Okay.
I always go in here to see what the government is buying.
Mm.
Uh, all right. So here's one that's just currently out. You see this?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. The one that says solicitation. It's yes.
Security.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Uh, and I always go back to Sam. It's
Okay.
in Louisville, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
just going to find other teams and y'all
Mm-hmm.
come together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Unarmed, right?
Yes.
So what typically happens is you're going to just pick up those same people that are working on that contract.
Mm. Oh, so you employ them.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you keep the contract.
You
Oh,
keep,
that's beautiful. Yes.
you're just picking
Yes.
up the same people, but you're going to have to
Yeah.
demonstrate you have the
Mm.
background
Mm-hmm. Yes.
um, to manage a contract,
Mm-hmm.
but all that these are unarmed guards.
Yes.
Most of those people have been on that contract like I was on that first
Mm-hmm.
one for 9 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
it makes sense because the government's not going to come back and rehire and retrain everybody to do everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? That doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Right. 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 That's understandable.
So all you're doing is picking up their payroll and keeping it moving.
Yeah.
So again, why pigeonhole yourself?
Right. Right.
And again, if I just want to look at what contracts are here in Georgia, but I just want to stay here, it's going to show me.
Hmm.
What contracts are right here in my backyard? And
Hmm.
all I'm doing is finding people
Yes.
that has HVAC experience and
Hmm.
putting
Yes.
them in on the bed in a bed.
Yes. I should see that.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Huh? So it's creating a business model based on what the government's buying, not necessarily your skill set. All right, I'm gonna take you to usaspending.gov.
Okay.
This is where all your tax dollars and contracts are traced. Every
Okay.
time the government awards a contract, they put it in this database. So
Okay.
this is how, through the program, I help you to create a marketing strategy
Nice.
based on 8A sole source contracts that are expiring and who's graduating from the program.
Mm.
So now you're in a position to get those contracts.
Mm. Now, what you are highlighting, those are actual contracts?
This is the last
Oh, the
fiscal
years.
years.
Oh,
And
okay, okay. That is the fiscal year. Okay.
yes.
Yes.
And I
Okay.
want to show you what one of the other students, what she won while she was in the program.
Okay.
Hmm, hold it. Confidence. And so you'll get hold on. Oh, here it is. So you'll get a general idea. She was a trucker. She was
Okay.
submitting bids on the truck. But
Mm.
her first contract, while she was in class, this was what I call a run and done. They had
Yes.
buys specifically for small businesses that are 250,000. The
Okay.
client was looking for a 3-day meeting space, right?
Mm. Yes.
She found a hotel. The hotel's cost was $48,000. You see what
Mm.
she put her
Yes.
kid in.
Yes. 104.
So she made a 60,000 markup profit on that.
Yes. Yes.
And this, when you go down to prove a point, what do you see here?
Uh, well, I'm looking at it on my phone, so it's sort of small. So I'm trying to make it out. But it says number of others received, another offers received, and what is that a number one?
Yep,
Okay.
that means
Yeah, she's the only one that bid on
submitted
that.
the bid. There's no
Yes.
competition.
Yes.
And she made 60,000 off of it. So
Oh,
why do
that's
you
beautiful.
pigeonhole yourself?
Yes. And she
Uh,
can get multiple contracts. Well, she can get multiple contracts, correct?
yeah, this
Yeah.
one was, she did one for landscaping.
Okay.
She got one here for doing laundry in Hawaii. Now
Oh, laundry. Okay.
this is landscape. Yeah, lawn maintenance. That was a
Okay.
5-year contract. Now you have steady income coming in.
Yeah, yes. 5-year contract. Nice.
What was this one? Again, another hotel. So she
Hmm.
just targeted the low hanging fruit,
Yes.
and that's what makes sense. So I'm also going to show you which people, what I did to the business. When I closed it, I
Yeah.
created templates. So you
Okay.
don't have to reinvent the wheel. So just follow the blueprint.
Yeah, yes.
This is a 5-year contract doing event planning so that you understand how you get paid. All of
Mm.
these are people that I would hire if we win the contract.
Okay.
The government's going to reimburse me their salary every year.
Mm. Mm. Oh, and
They
that's a
also,
residual. That's a residual income.
yeah,
Nice.
they also know it costs me to hire people, so they're going to reimburse me for any fringe benefits I pay myself and the
Mm-hmm.
employees.
Mm.
This is where overhead, this is where my salary came from.
Okay.
Mine and the partners. This is what they call pass through. Then there was
Okay.
another pool that they was also paying me because I had to hire a bookkeeper. So my
Mm.
salary came out of that, the bookkeepers.
Mm.
And then had I won that contract, this would have been my profit to take home.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a nice profit.
Over
Yes, very
the
nice.
5 years, it would have been almost $2 million profit.
Mm. Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's
Yes.
why I say don't reinvent the wheel, follow the blueprint.
Follow the blueprint. Yes. Yeah,
Uh, huh?
I like that.
So the program is broken down into three modules.
Okay.
Business ready, which is you getting set up properly, you understanding what not documentation that SBA will be looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you can start competing on contracts once you are registered in SAM after the
Okay.
6 weeks.
Okay.
Second module is all around strategy. I like to say I'm dressing you up in the business ready. You have to understand the business side of it. People
Mm-hmm.
want to
Yes.
run and get the contracts, but if you don't have the infrastructure to support the contracts, you're already doomed.
Yes.
The second module is all around teaming,
Okay.
teaching you how to team identify teams, how you're going to leverage someone else's contracts to put your business on steroids.
Mm.
The second module
Mm.
is all around the 8A program and the mentor protege program. I
Okay.
have the business plan that's approved by SBA
Okay.
and how you're going to date and find that potential mentor. The next class is going to start Wednesday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. You'll be meeting with me once a week and you have
Mm.
homework and lab assignments. You're going back to school. I'm having to deprogram everybody.
Yes, 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 yes. Because I see the thing is, right? I would actually, if I do become a part, well, not if I do, when I do become a part, I am, well, I actually work nights, right? So, I usually leave my home at 9:30. So, but it wouldn't interfere with your teaching.
And it's recorded, so you can
Yes,
go back
yes.
and listen to it
Okay,
because
okay.
you have homework assignments.
Yes,
The
yes. Okay,
first.
that's great. That's great.
Um, the if you come in at two people, I have a team member rate. Right now,
Okay.
I have an early bird until tonight. That's
Okay.
22.97.
Okay.
We also help you support. I have office hours every other Tuesdays and lab sessions. The lab
Okay.
sessions are designed to assist with you completing your homework assignments. The
Okay.
office hours, I may go into a little more deep depth of what we've covered in sessions, and all the cohorts come together to ask
Okay.
questions. So you can understand the people who's in the August class, what questions they may have, the people in September's class, uh,
Mm.
they come together. These
Yes.
are the deliverables that you will complete in your first module.
Okay.
You're gonna identify your agency that you want to target and their scorecard. You're creating a business model that will be approved, and then your marketing materials because you need
Okay.
this to register in sam.gov.
Yes.
And then this is what's included on a team.
Okay.
Um, your team deliverables, what you come together. And that's my story, and I'm sticking
Oh,
to it.
it is a beautiful story of progress, perseverance, and blessings, and I definitely look forward to getting with my team, even though they weren't here, because I thought, because I had registered while I was at work last night. So it was like, I thought from us talking, they were going to do the same, but